Welcome to the module Training Camp versus Game Field. In this module, you will learn to differentiate between the training camp, the preparation and learning phase of your game of life, and the game field, the execution and demonstration phase of completing and showcasing what you have learned or built. You will learn that learning happens in the training camp, while the game field is where you demonstrate what you have learned. And yes, you can, in fact, lose a game. In the game of life, every player must understand the difference between the training camp and the game field. You have the season of your life in which you are training for what you are going to do, and you have a season of your life where you are going to show what you have learned. Your life is made up of levels designed by the universe to teach you everything you need to know to become who you are meant to be. In this video, you will learn the concept of training camp versus game field, the importance of demonstrating what you've learned, and how every experience is an opportunity to grow. Your life is your game, and everything around you is a chance to refine your character and skill set. Playing the game of life involves attending training camp. Training camp is where you train for life. You learn all your life lessons at training camp. It's where you gather, learn, and practice your skills before you demonstrate with them. Your training camp is everything that's preparing you for who you're becoming. Once you view your come-up season as training camp, you will understand why it is always said that nothing is happening to you. Everything is happening for you. Training camp is where your character goes out and takes on new challenges, practices, wins, and of course fails and falls in order to get stronger. These appear in the form of levels that are designed by the universe. These levels teach your character skills and experiences you need to move you from your training field to your game field and get you to where you are meant to go. After the moment has arrived for you to showcase everything you've learned in training camp, you play your game on the game field. When you are on the game field, it's time for you to demonstrate what you've learned and win something. The game field is where you'll have your grand demonstration of all you learned. The game field is your opportunity to prove something. It's where you pass or fail. Can you lose a game? And what does that mean? The short answer is yes, you can lose a game. In fact, there are games within games, and all of your goals and aims can be seen as games with game theory. But losing a game doesn't necessarily mean the end of the world. It's important to remember that not all opportunities come twice in life, and being ready on time matters. That's your part to do. Once you ask for something from the universe, accept where you are and decide to do better. When it comes to your demonstration, the outcome will either go your way or not. If it doesn't, that's okay. If you fail, you can redo your levels. Failing becomes your opportunity to go back and relearn what you needed to learn so you can go back out and try again. If you don't pass university, for example, you can go back and do it again. If you fail a final exam, you can go back and redo it afterwards. You don't, however, get to improve while on the game field. There's no opportunity to correct once you're on the field. You can't stay on the field and practice at the same time. Once you're on your game field, you're in the real game. To use an analogy, if you go to university and train to become a lawyer, you are on the game field once you graduate and enter a courtroom. There, you demonstrate everything you learned in university. You either win or lose your trial. You can't go back and try again. There's no practicing once you are in your game arena. If you lose, you can go back and use what you learned in a new trial, a new game field. When you look at life as a training camp and a game field, it empowers you to realize you are not some nobody walking on this earth. Instead, your life is your game. Everything around you was called in by you. You created this life. Everyone else is simply a player in your game, like an extra in your movie. Once you fully train yourself to see this game all around you, your spiritual transformation accelerates. You'll begin embracing and integrating all your physical lessons into your progress on the game field. You'll begin to see why everything is happening for you and not to you. You won't just be a character and a player in your game. Instead, you'll be well on your way to who you are meant to become. Demonstrations. Let's look at the definition of the word demonstration. Demonstration, N, late 14c. Demonstration, proof that something is true, by reasoning or logical deduction or practical experiment, from Old French demonstration, 14c, Online Etymology Dictionary, CD, plus, to point out, show, divine omen, wonder. As you move through your game, you'll have many demonstrations of what you have learned. You have mini demonstrations at the end of any training camp or after a series of levels. These demonstrations reflect all you learned and did in that period. In your lifetime, you'll have arenas within arenas and many opportunities to enter your game field. When you complete everything you could learn from something or accomplish everything you could possibly accomplish in that arena, your demonstration is the last piece before you can leave it behind. Your demonstrations happen when you realize, oh, I don't need to practice anymore, I'm ready. Because you feel like it is game time, you go out and demonstrate what you learned. Demonstrations are your moment to show everything you know before a particular game ends. Through all these demonstrations and levels, you are becoming. You never stop becoming. Most of your life is preparing you for who you will become. Your grand demonstration is a showcase of who you've become in this lifetime. Grand demonstrations. A grand demonstration is the embodiment of everything you have learned and become. It's not a physical demonstration of your knowledge and abilities. It's a demonstration of your energy. It's a tribute to completing your soul's purpose. Think of it as an energetic painting you will leave on Earth. It is an energetic masterpiece of all you have mastered. It is the full expression of your soul's purpose. It's your legacy. At the end of your game, your grand demonstration reminds you that your game was not about the resources you gained. Instead, it's about how well you can answer this question. Did you express your soul? Every experience is your training camp, preparing you for the grand demonstrations on your game field. Each challenge, setback, or success is an opportunity to learn, grow, and refine who you are. Don't fear the game field or the outcome. Embrace it as the chance to showcase everything you've learned. Your grand demonstration is not just about the resources you accumulate, but the essence of your soul's purpose. Keep playing, keep training, and always strive to express your true self. The game is yours to win. Level complete. You have just leveled up. Continue to the next lesson.